This is Bakhmut. Despite the explosions, it has become a little calmer here in recent days. The Russian troops realized that it would not work to take the city head-on, so they stopped.
Any gathering larger than just a sabotage group of 10 people cannot be unnoticed when moving to Bakhmut, because there's a large number of vast fields around.
And this means that any assault until that will directly approach the city will be covered by Ukrainian artillery, which has happened more than once.
They understand that Bakhmut is such an impregnable fortress for them, so now they are hitting our flanks. As a result, we have an aggravation around Soledar. And we must be frank, they succeeded in the first step, because they are in the city.
We are just moving towards Soledar. We are driving along the front line. There are already Russian positions on that snowy slope. The distance is just over 1,000 meters. Is that close?
Well, what did you expect? 1,200, 1,500 meters at a distance of a sniper shot or at a distance of an ATGM shot?
ATGM is an anti-tank guided missile. Magyar is speeding up.
Here, usually everyone speeds up so as not to look for themselves later, but the guys were not very lucky. They also have a wounded fellow, but the second car has already arrived, so it will pick him up.
The tactical group commander explains why the Russian troops are so interested in this direction.
Can you see what wonderful roads are here? This is the Slovyansk highway for which the Russian bastards are fighting to take control over. It leads straight to Kram.
Kram is Kramatorsk. Its capture is the path to the occupation of the entire Donetsk region. Therefore, the Ukrainian military is doing everything possible and impossible to prevent Russia's plans from coming true. Like it is now in Soledar, first of all, Magyar demonstrates that the Ukrainian defenders are still in the city, which the Russian Ministry of Defense declared completely captured.
15 січня.
January 15th. Here is the Ukrainian flag. This is something around which there is a constant discussion whether there are troops of the armed forces of Ukraine in Soledar or not. This is the western part of the city of Soledar, over which the Ukrainian flag flutters. And this is the border of the defense line of the armed forces of Ukraine. And this is it. As of January 15th, lunchtime, regardless of what maps, commands, experts and everything else show us. You can see everything with your own eyes.
But Russian units are trying to break into this area. Here they are. Ukrainian mortars open fire on them. Russian soldiers are hiding, and the Ukrainian military is trying to get them out with a kamikaze drone. But then they decide to use artillery again.
The kamikaze drone loses contact with the basement that 20 Russian invaders got in there, called the 155th there.
And the 43rd Artillery Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine is joining the battle. The largest caliber available is 203 millimeters.
Отлично. Отлично.
Super. Super.
They are getting out. Fire them, a shrapnel one. Wow, they're running away like roaches. This is how the battles for Soledar are now taking place. The birds of Magyar are correcting the artillery of the 43rd Brigade, and it is now firing at those places, at those positions where Russian units have entered.
The Ukrainian military estimates that about 20 Russian soldiers could have been killed with this strike, and this once again proves what sacrifices Russian commanders make.
Now the soldiers of the Birds of Magyar are urgently moving to Bakhmut because information has been received that one of the units was blocked by Russian troops in Opitne, and now the defenders will help accompany the deblocking operation.
Opitne is a village near Bakhmut. The servicemen take a point and raise drones into the sky. Here are houses. There is a Ukrainian unit in one of them, which was blocked by the Russian military.
There's a street battle in the vicinity of the city of Bakhmut, and in one house there's our enemy, and in the house across the street our forces. Obviously, the enemy is waiting for reinforcements.
Ukrainian artillery prevents the Russian military from getting closer. At this time, the soldiers of the armed forces of Ukraine from other units are going to break through.
Do not shoot yet. Now the assault will go. It has already gone. They are using a smoke screen.
The operation lasted several hours. All blocked Ukrainian servicemen managed to be saved. Everything went well on this sector of the front line. Late in the evening, Magyar reported on his page on the social network that Russian assault groups has entered the western part of Soledar. The front line has shifted outside the city, but the battle for this settlement is still ongoing. Андрій Кузаков, Василь Мартищенко, Олексій Палій, Current Time.